Hi everyone. I'm here on this beautiful New Year's Eve 2023. It's a beautiful sunny day outside, as you can tell, southern Alberta. I wanted to come today with a little bit of a message that's been kind of rolling around in my head for a couple of months now. And there's a story in the Bible where Jesus is he's before Pilate, and Pilate's asking him questions, and he's asking him if he's the king of the Jews. And I just want to read you a little excerpt because something in it really has been on my heart lately. It said, Pilate says to Jesus, "Are you a king then?" This is in John chapter 18. "Are you a king then?" Jesus answered, "You say rightly that I am a king. For this cause I was born, and for this cause I have come into the world, that I should bear witness to the truth. Everyone who is of the truth hears my voice." Now here's Pilate's question. Pilate said to him, "What is truth?" And when he had said this, he went out again to the Jews and said, "I find no fault in him at all." Isn't that a strange question? What is truth? I mean, we look at the world today, one of the favorite sayings I hear people say is live your truth. Well, what is your truth? I mean, if you look at two sensible people and they have an opinion on this very same thing, but it's opposite, can they both be truth? What is truth based on? Is it based on fact, or is it based on opinion, or is it based on feelings? I mean, most of the things we see today in the world are based on feelings. Everything is how we feel, our feelings. But truth is an absolute. So if two people have a different opinion about the same thing, one of them or both of them is wrong. It can't be logically, it can't compute. It can't be that way, right? So what is truth? And if you're living your truth, then what is your truth? And how changeable is it? Because you see, truth isn't changeable either. So there's only one real truth. If you're believing something, that doesn't really mean it's the truth. You could be believing a lie. You know, the one thing I read one time was about being deceived. It says the worst thing about being deceived is you don't know it. So, do you know truth, or are you deceived by something you think might be truth today? I know lots of things I believed earlier in my life to be true, or certainly weren't. you know, People may tell you lies your whole life about who you are and your identity and stuff like that. But is it truth? You see, does your identity come from your feelings, or from what people say from you, or from what God says about you? Because He says you're fearfully and wonderfully made. He made you and created you in His image. That gives you intrinsic value right there. But anyway, let me go along a little further and talk about truth. John, the same one who is recording this, said it in John chapter 1, starting verse 14. He said, and he's talking about Jesus here. You didn't know who he's talking about. "And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld His glory, the glory of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth." Full of what? Grace and truth. "For the law was given through Moses, but grace and truth came through Jesus Christ." You see, the law was given, but grace and truth came. Truth has a name. His name is Jesus. He said it over and over again. "I am the way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to the Father but through me." You know, He's grace and truth, but He's also love. And so is God. And there's only one way to God. There's not a whole lot of ways. There's not many paths to God. There's one. "I am the way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to the Father but through me." See, I'm trying to tell you some real truth today that's been timeless. It's recorded, but it's never been disproven by anybody. So here's the thing. You can accept truth. Do you want to go into 2024 with truth in your heart? Or do you want to go into 2024 trying to find truth? Because he can be found. His name is Jesus. So this is what I want to leave you with today, is truth. Jesus came, He lived, He died as a man so that He could fulfill our part of a covenant with God that we couldn't fulfill because we're sinful. And He died for us. And if we receive that, the truth is that we can become a new creation. If you want to have a New Year's resolution, you want to make a new start, make it with Jesus. Just say, "Jesus, I believe that you came for me. I believe that you died. I believe that you rose again. on the third day the Father rose you up, and I want you in my heart. I believe that, and I want to live for that. I want to live for you. I want to live with truth in my heart. God bless you, and I hope your 2024 is full of grace and truth and life.